today we're in Brooklyn. We're going to St. Mark's Comics here in Industry City. Beautiful spot here in Brooklyn for shopping and eating and a bunch of other stuff.
Parking.
Just no good parking. That's the real problem.
And some really scary noise behind us.
They're just building stuff. That's all.
That's our first Brooklyn run. See how this goes. Collectors Confessions adventure in Brooklyn continues.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
Over the bridge and through the mean streets of Brooklyn to St. Mark's Comics. So is St. Mark's Comics the best comic shop in Brooklyn? It might be the best comic shop in New York City.
It could be.
Let's see. Stick around with us. Comic Shop-orama continues. It's located in Industry City.
Yep, which is on 3rd Avenue, approximately 36th Street in Brooklyn. Okay. So it's like sort of the under the Gowanus part of Sunset
Park. You knew
Park.
It way better than me. I had never been to the area before.
I've been to Industry City a few times. I actually never went to St. Mark's while I was there because they were. It's so funny because both times that I've been to Industry City in the past, it wasn't open.
And it's funny because I've been to St. Mark's a number of times when it was in the city.
Oh, I went a lot when it was on St. Mark's Place.
And we talked to Mitch about, why they moved.
Right. Mitch, the owner.
Mitch, who was very nice and very calming, even though he bought a comic book at a convention that I want to see. Check out our video about Garden State Comic Fest.
Yep.
I'm really glad that Mitch was there and we were there. We had a nice chat about collecting and all the stuff they had. But St. Mark's has a very rich history in New York City.
Absolutely. St. Mark's Place, when I was a teenager, was the place we went. When I would leave Long Island, I'd get on the LIRR.
Not just for comics.
No, just for lots of things. We'd get on LIRR, make our way to Penn, and then take the train down to St. Mark's, and we'll take the train down, walk over to St. Mark's, because I don't think there's any trains near there. And we used to visit all the stores in St. Mark's because it was sort of like it used to be the sort of alternative capital of New York City, just that one little block. St. Mark's,
record store.
There were record stores. There was a store called Trash and Vaudeville where you could buy, punk rock clothes. They had like bondage pants and all the kind of required punk rock gear. There's a store that's still there that does that. It's kind of a secondhand store called Search and Destroy.
Okay.
Though if you go to Search and Destroy, do not bring your children with you because the foyer is covered in pornographic pictures.
It's adult.
It's very adult oriented. There used to be all these t-shirt shops and tattoo parlors. There was a place called Coney Island High that used to have afternoon hardcore matinee shows on Sunday.
Really?
Yeah, for teenagers.
So this
under
was in
18.
the 80s.
Yeah, this is
St. Mark's
80s into the 90s. Yeah.
St. Mark's Comics has been around a long time.
Late 80s into the 90s, yeah. Okay. It was, and that was where we all kind of hung out and bought our Velvet Underground t-shirts and our David Bowie shirts and all that stuff, and
how to become cool on St. Mark's.
Right, yeah. And then there used to be a guy, this was just not has anything to do with comics or whatever, but there used to be a guy we called the Tape Man who used to sell bootleg recordings of live shows of bands that played in New York City.
Oh.
And I got a great live REM tape from him when they used to play clubs in New York, but under a different name so that nobody knew it was REM. So you'd buy tickets at random to see a band called They Came From the South.
And it would be REM.
And it was REM. Because they couldn't play clubs as REM.
They're too big.
There's too many people would go.
It would be chaotic.
So could you imagine buying tickets to your friends let's just go see whatever this band is, and you walk in and it's REM.
At that time too.
Right, it'd be great. But yeah, that was St. Mark's.
So did anybody hang out at St. Mark's? Comment if you also hung out at St. Mark's. Maybe you saw Brian.
Did you see me there?
If St. Mark's was another destination spot for you when you traveled into the city, or maybe you lived in the city. Yeah. I, from Staten Island, would travel up to St. Mark's just to buy comics.
Yeah, I would have been the guy with the Depeche Mode t-shirt and a funny
Doc Martens shoes on.
Funny haircuts.
There you go. Mm-hmm. You had hair back then?
Yeah, I did. And it was funny.
Before we really get into St. Mark's and our visit there, we have to really talk about what makes a good comic shop. And our debate has continued through a couple of episodes. Back issues are key. New books. Vintage and new toys. And it doesn't have to be organized. but it has to have a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. It has to be packed. It has to wow us as we walk throughout the store.
Mm-hmm.
So some stores have one wow item, while other stores, like St. Mark's, have wow items everywhere.
Yeah, it was overwhelming.
Overwhelming. St. Mark's has the best selection of vintage toys that we have seen at a shop so far.
And a great selection of graphic novels, and a great selection of all kinds of comics.
And maybe we bought some vintage comic books. We'll see later on in the show.
Yeah.
So stick with us. There is a haul. It's a very different haul than our normal hauls, but it's a haul, and maybe we bought some stuff. So let's look inside the store and see if we should take a trip there again, or if you should take a trip there. Check out the inside the store, and you tell us, are you going to take a trip to St. Mark's Comics? As you can see, lots and lots of comics everywhere you look. A case filled with stunning vintage toys of all kinds. And wall books. There might be too many cool items to list in this episode.
I would like to add, that it's located in a place called Industry City.
Right.
And Industry City is a series of buildings that contain stores, maker shops, restaurants, and bars. So it's not
Make a day of it.
You could make a whole day of it easily a whole day of it.
So comment from that video we just showed you of the phone. What would you bought? If you went there, what would you have bought in the store? I know what we bought. I know why I bought it, but what would you have bought? There's also something in the video that I regret not picking up. See if you can guess what it is. We'll talk about it later.
Well, if I had a few $1,000s, I would have bought a lot more stuff.
My bag would have been full. They had
that Bybee statue. I've never seen anything like
you
it.
talked about that. Like, you're focused on that one.
So strange.
Also like the horror puzzles they had.
Oh, those are great. Yes.
And they had figures. Vincent Price next to The Exorcist, Valentine's Frankenstein, and Bride of Frankenstein.
Those are great. That Valentine set.
Even I was showing Cassie the picture of them. She was like, what are these? I've never seen them before.
Yeah.
They had lots of different DC figures, both vintage and new. For the first time ever, I've seen a ton of loose Funkos.
Yes.
That rarely ever see that being sold in a shop.
See that.
You see Funkos, you see tons and tons of Funkos, but you rarely see loose Funkos. They also had those classic Disney books.
Yes.
The little small
the
ones.
Little
like
tiny paperbacks. Those are pricey, but you could tell
those are old.
They dated back.
Oh, those are really old. Those are probably some of the original printings of some old Disney work.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they were from the 50s or earlier.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Basically, what St. Mark's is they went into me and Brian's brain and took out all the stuff we love and put it into a store. Planet of the Apes, Classic Monsters, Mad Magazine. They had a They Live statues.
Yes.
Dungeons and Dragons statues. Loose wrestling figures. Star Wars.
Oh, a lot of great reaction horror figures.
Reaction is crazy what the licenses they have now. Rappers, monsters. Think about if you were a kid, what you could do with all of those.
They had both of the Return of the Living Dead glow in the dark ones.
Do you know what I think about when I see some of those action figures? What I could do with the Cantina right now?
Yeah, I know.
There'd be a different person playing in the Cantina every night. That's what I would do. They also had tons of NECA figures.
So you'd like put the rapper with like
who's playing at the Cantina
with
today?
The band at the Cantina? That'd be awesome.
Who's playing at Jabba's Palace tonight?
It's the Cantina band and
Outcast.
Smalls.
Outcast. In all honesty, when I see the reaction, I think about myself when I was a kid, and how those things would have fit so nicely.
They really would.
Playing with Star Wars figures, and you could have, Biggie, like you said, playing there, and Old Dirty Bastard.
One of the things I got, you could have.
I got some stuff that easily could have fit into there. So we had a great time. We really had a great time. Did. And they had a great assortment of wall books. So let's look at the wall books. They had lots of comics, and when we mean lots of comics. Rows and rows of comic book bins, and they were separated into different ways. They had alphabetically, they had cheaper stuff, they had more expensive stuff. There were comic books everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really impressive.
And tons of comics. And they had books, too, so they had not just comic books, they had books. My thought on St. Mark's is that they buy a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it seems like the amount of back issues they have.
They have a lot of collections coming in. Staggering. A lot of collections coming in. So let's look at the way they had the comic book set up. So how were the prices? You'll see from our haul coming up that the prices were way better than we thought they were going to be.
Especially on toys.
I thought I thought that the prices were going to be like out of this world because it's set up.
Because it has a name, St. Mark's.
It has a name, and it's set up in a mall setting.
And you know what's interesting? We made the exact same mistake with Jay and Bob Silence Secret Stash.
Did. We keep making that mistake. We think
same
stuff's
exact
be expensive, and if you go back and watch the Jay and Silent Bob, you see some of the figures I got.
What you got at Jay and Silent Bob's, and for the amount you got it for, is one of the craziest things.
A number of people have stopped me since that episode and been like, "I can't believe you got those for $20."
That's insane.
My next door neighbor stopped me yesterday and was like, "What are those figures? Those for $20?
I've never seen them before.
It makes no sense that you got those for $20, and it's true. It makes no sense that we got those for $20.
It's so much It's so long ago. We're still talking about that.
I know. So we don't want to talk about prices yet. We want to show you the haul and how what we paid for what we bought.
Yeah.
So what items there really stood out to us? They had a case full of vintage toys, and there were Star Wars toys in there. Carded superpowers.
You took the one in the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Secret Wars. And they had a really rare 3-pack of Secret Wars. Those things, I have never seen them in person. I've seen them online, and I've been looking at them like, wow, when did these come out? And Mitch had it in the store, and it was, listen, it wasn't cheap, but man, was it beautiful. It was like $500. And again, like Brian said, if I had money to spare, if you become a member on here, or you give us a thanks right now, we could spend a little more money. We plan on traveling the country, as we said in an early episode. Hit us up. Become a member. You get some privileges if you become a member. We'll do some, we do some one-on-one stuff. You get to pick videos, check out our membership program, or just give us a quick thanks right now. Every dollar helps us to fund this channel and our endless pursuit of collectibles.
Yes.
And I did buy something from the case, so you'll see it in the haul. Did we miss anything? Were there any other things that we missed?
No, easy to say yes, because what about the Transformer block sets? They had the Blokies.
You're right.
Transformer figures. They had tons of Gundam models.
So let's take a look at the stuff that we think we missed. We probably missed stuff in this one. So let's take a quick look at some of the stuff we missed. So what did you like best?
I got to say, I just like being there. Like, it's one of those stores that you go into and you're like, I'm so happy I'm here.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those places that has something new around literally every time I turn my head. How many times did I go, Chad, look at this. Chad, look at this.
The whole store. He kept, the store wasn't empty. There was a couple of families there too, like, looked like tourists. And we would kind of talk with Mitch for a little while, and then we were walking around. And
Mitch knows his stuff too.
Mitch knows his stuff.
He's been in this business a long time.
That's definitely a positive. I love that they have the original sign from.
Yeah, the original sign from New York is up.
New York.
Yeah.
Mitch's hospitality was fantastic.
Yeah, very nice. Because we walked in there fairly unannounced. And they were very nice to us.
And we waited because we've never said this before on camera, but we don't just go to a store. We don't just pop in and say, "Hey, how you doing?" We're collecting confessions. We email, or we let them know we're coming, or we call. We plan ahead. It just so happens we were in Brooklyn for something else. We were like, and Brian was like, "Oh, why don't we stop at St. Mark's?"
Yeah.
We didn't get a response back in time, but they knew we were coming at some point, and we kind of arranged it right there. And it was, listen, I'm so glad that
they were very, very welcoming, very hospitable.
The selection of stuff they had was, bar none.
When we talked about Galaxy Collectibles and we said, well, maybe it's not a travel destination.
Right.
St. Mark's is a travel. This is a travel destination.
If you
go to Industry City,
stuff that you've never seen anywhere else, or stuff that's you don't see in comic shops.
Yep. Go to Industry City.
Spend the day.
Then go to the pub and the distillery, and then go get yourself something to eat.
There you go.
It's great. Go to the stores. Go watch them make swords at the forge. It's great stuff.
All right. So before we get into our haul, what made St. Mark's the best comic shop in New York City? It has the largest selection of vintage toys we have seen at a shop so far.
Yes, definitely.
And the prices were not prices that are gonna take your wallet apart.
Right.
They were actually great. Prices were absolutely fantastic prices.
Yeah.
They had a large selection of comic books. Wall books were great. They had bins. And we would say, Mitch, we're looking for this. He would go, oh, hold on. He'd go right to where it was.
Yeah.
And pull out, all right, here's what I have there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
And we didn't talk about, they had a bunch of indie and self-published books.
They had boxes of those, yeah.
So they're supporting people who are not being published by any big company, that they're independently. That I like when in a comic shop. Not all comic shops can afford to do that.
Right.
St. Mark's does that. That supports the little guy.
Yeah, it's good.
And
I like seeing that.
Listen, I like that. St. Mark's is what a comic book shop should be.
Right.
Inviting, reasonable, and there's something for everyone there. Yeah. So it is in a mall, and they did have stuff like that. Like if you walk in as a tourist, there's stuff for you to buy there.
Sure.
It's not just diehard comic book fans.
No,
it's stuff for... your kid's going to find something there that they want. It caters
to foot traffic in a big way.
Absolutely. But it caters to the diehard comic book and as collectors.
Well. Yes.
Most shops don't do that.
Right.
We haven't seen that yet. We've seen dedicated to foot traffic, and we've seen diehard comic shops. We've never seen
they did a nice
coexistence
of
mixing
both. Those together.
Really. St. Mark's is a comic shop for everyone. It's a local shop. It's a shop that you should visit. It's listen, I could go wow the whole time, and we can keep throwing compliments out for another hour to there, but we won't.
Yeah,
you should definitely take a trip there.
Definitely, without a doubt.
And then tell them we sent you.
Yeah.
Tell them we said hello.
Yeah.
I plan on at some point going back with
my
family just to go and walk around
Industry City. Yeah.
Eat there and show. I think Cassidy would like it too.
Spend another $400 or $500 on toys.
Sure. So there's a haul. Yeah, we did buy stuff. Yes, it's the best comic shop in New York to us for so many reasons. And there's a haul. So let's look at the haul.
Okay. Should I go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. So up first is a newer comic that I got, but it is an extension of a comic I used to buy 25 years ago, maybe more. This is Roman Dirge's Lenore. And Lenore, that's the character Lenore right there. Lenore is a sort of homicidal maniac, cute little zombie girl.
It's been around for a while.
Roman Dirge actually worked on Invader Zim, the animated series. There's a character in Invader Zim based on him called the Dirge. And this is I used to buy this, and my wife and I used to read it. 25, maybe 26 years ago.
Back when you lived in Brooklyn, huh?
Yeah, back when I lived in Brooklyn. And this actually, in fact, led to my eldest child getting the middle name Lenore.
Interesting.
Yeah, because we like
comic that you named your kid after.
Just because we like the name so much. Then I got a bunch of these, which I never heard of before. I've been picking up here and there the old quality comics that reprint Judge Dredd stories. And I've never heard of this series. It's called The Law of Dredd. And it's published by Fleetway Quality. So I got Law of Dredd number 6, The Law of Dredd 7. Oop, I'm not on camera. The Law of Dredd 11. The Law of Dredd 12. And the Law of Dredd 13. It's Fleetway Quality. Now, Fleetway was an old comic book company in England for a long time. I believe it got absorbed into IPC magazines sometime at the end of or maybe middle of the 70s, right. Which formed one large publishing corporation. So they published 2000 AD got published.
So if you've been following us, Brian looks for Judge Dredd stuff all the time. Yeah. We never find Judge Dredd stuff.
Right. It's very rare to find.
And Mitch went and pulled out.
Yeah. So I look for the old Eagle and the old quality comics because they were the American reprints of the 2000 AD stories.
They had a ton.
Yep. And then I also...
Not done with Judge Dredd yet.
Yeah. I don't see this many places. I see the other characters, but I really wanted Dredd. So I went out and got this Judge Dredd action figure put out by Hiya Toys.
Should have bought Judge Death too.
If anything, I would have gotten Anderson.
Okay.
To have his little partner with him.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go back and pick up a few more. Who knows? Yeah. But yeah, I finally got my Dredd figure,
Gonna open it.
I found, what I found? Like a black and white one they have out.
Oh, really?
And I didn't like it. I wanted the colored one. So, yeah.
Should have bought the bike too.
So he'll be in my little home office space as well. Keep me company while I'm working on stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's it. That's what I got at
Brian buying toys and comics.
St. Mark's, yeah.
It's a Judge Dredd kind of day. I bought a couple things too. Only one comic.
Only one comic. Yeah.
Master of Kung Fu 78.
Nice.
And if you've been watching the show, me buying one comic.
That's pretty big.
It's
a big deal.
There's a reason why.
You only bought one comic.
My collectible dollars at St. Mark's went to some other stuff. Because as soon as you walked in, I saw something specifically that I was like, I have to buy. I said to Brian Wright, I said, I think I have to buy those. Just the prices were great. I've been looking for them for a while.
And they're in great shape.
They're in great shape. We'll look at that at the end. But I also bought some Star Wars stuff. I needed a Tauntaun.
Sure, who doesn't?
So this Tauntaun, that is complete. It never has the saddle with it, and it definitely never has
the bridle.
Never has that on it.
Nope.
It was only $20.
That's
so soon enough.
$20 is
$20.
Really good for that.
You'll probably see this back on the shelf with Hoth Luke riding in it.
Unfortunately, it will freeze before you reach the first marker.
Will. What does it smell like inside? I also bought this.
I remember these vaguely.
Okay. This is from Star Wars, and I had this when I was a kid. I got it as a Christmas present one year. They sold these like non-used vehicles, I guess you could say. Like this wasn't
you don't see it in the movies,
but it was a good Christmas present.
It was.
So I had this specific one when I was a kid.
I had the other one.
It does this.
I had the other one with the
to me it looked more like it looked
the
like,
dome.
Yeah, that one looks like a single person take. This one always reminded me of like a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And listen, I played with it when I was a kid, so I was like, I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one of these since I had it as a kid. So like, you know what? I got to get this.
I wonder if this came from. I wonder if this came from like a concept art kind of thing.
Maybe.
Did they draw this?
Vehicle?
Oh, it's springy
comment.
too.
If comment.
This is a springy thing going on here.
Flatten it out. I loved it when I was a kid. I got it at Christmas one year. There was one Christmas that was like Star Wars because I got the Millennium Falcon.
And the stickers are in pretty good shape.
But that's to me for $15. I couldn't pass. I should have bought the other one too.
This is really good.
Son of a.
The dome one?
Yeah, I should have bought the other one. But those weren't the big things I bought. I did buy a big thing. I did something.
This is pretty good.
I loved the old Superpowers and Secret Wars figures when I was a kid. I had both.
Secret Wars
isn't the greatest.
No.
They don't pose ability, but
here's the thing. Can I just, before you even show what you got? I know I'm annoying you because you want to see it. But the thing with Secret Wars figures, those were the first Marvel figures I ever saw that I remember seeing.
Mego?
I don't remember seeing Mego first. I don't remember seeing Mego first.
I had like 7 Mego Spider-Man.
See, maybe I did, but when I saw these, you know what it was? I think it was because it was the first time I saw a Wolverine figure.
that would be the first time. There's a first time there was a lot of first in this series.
Yeah, and I think that's what impressed me most
because
when I was a kid.
This figure that I have in my hand, I'm not going to show you yet.
Yeah.
I had the Mego figure. This, and it's probably my favorite figure as a Mego because I loved the duo.
Yeah.
So I'm always on a lookout for the Mego version of this. So here you go. Let's start it off. I bought a Secret Wars figure.
Falcon.
I bought the Secret Wars Falcon.
That's a great one.
It was $30. Again, doesn't have the wings. Doesn't come with any of the shield or anything. But
I bet you could buy that separately on eBay.
I'm going to look for the wheel. If anybody has the wings and they want to send it to me, I bought that. I have the Captain America. I actually have multiple Captain Americas.
Oh, so you have them together now.
I have them together now. So there you go. I bought that. But
and it's classic costume Falcon too. So
not the only thing I bought.
No, this one's awesome.
I bought the black suit Spider-Man.
Yeah, there he is.
$40 in beautiful condition.
Yeah, it's really good condition.
Beautiful condition.
Yeah.
So there you go. I bought 2 Secret Wars figures. And I bought more toys than comics at the time, and I'm damn proud of it. So earlier I mentioned, what did I wish that I bought that I should have picked up that I'm kicking myself I didn't pick up? Do you know?
Well, the 3-pack of Secret Wars?
No. Oh. No, I couldn't afford that. $500. They had this Batman Imaginext set.
Oh, yes, with the different... I have a picture of it.
Yeah. I should have bought that, and I didn't buy it.
It's the different versions of Batmans from the movies.
Yeah, I didn't buy it. It was only $19.99. I should have bought it.
That was a nice set. I should
have bought that. I should have bought the other Star Wars toy. I should have bought a couple more loose Star Wars.
I should have bought the Toxic Avenger figure I saw. Yeah, there's tons of stuff.
We're going to have to go back. So, summary. St. Mark's is a great comic book store. On so many levels.
Yeah, you should definitely check it out. And like I said before, the best part is that it's in Industry City. You can make a day of it with your family if you're so inclined to bring them. It's a great place to go.
Great place to go.
Yeah.
We highly, our highest recommendation to go there and say hi to Mitch. And they actually do conventions too. So if you ever see him at a convention, say hello to the Meta Convention, which we'll be doing.
I'm going to be looking at that. Yeah, absolutely.
We had a great time. So where is Comic Shop-orama going to take us next? We don't even know where we're going next.
Don't know.
Comment, suggest a comic shop for us. It could be anywhere in New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, actually anywhere, because if you guys become subscribers or give us a gift, we could travel the country. We're going to rent a van and drive around the like an 18 van.
We're going to need oh, you want a van? I was thinking like we'll get like a Winnebago.
I think 18 van.
One of us would have to get a CDL.
No, let's go 18 van.
Okay, sure.
Right?
Yeah. But instead of the A-Team, could we get like a Barbarian painting on the side? Like a Frank Frazetta?
Like we travel in different cars. Like we 18 van.
2 separate
Night
vans?
Rider. Then we switch off. Like we actually get those things like classic cars we ride.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. But we need you to become.
But we need money.
We need money. Listen, I can't continue to support this habit at this pace. Thanks for watching. Love what you collect.
Collect what you love.
We'll see you next time.